guys, welcome back to the channel and another video. Some of you might have seen or heard or seen my last video about the kayak, that it didn't go very well for me my first time out. My first time out of the sea anyway. Lakes and canals, it was great, but when I went out to sea I managed to get myself into trouble and kind of lost confidence in kayaking because of that. But I've still got my trip to Windermere in October, a bit of fishing and camping, and I still wanted to get out on the lake to do some fishing. So, you know, I wanted a boat, you know, a bit stabler, easier to use than a kayak, and obviously carry more gear, that sort of thing. You ain't got to worry about moving around too much and tipping. So I did some research. I didn't want another boat that was moored. I've been there, done that. I didn't want a tow boat, so I haven't got a tow bar, and that's more expense and hassle. And you know, I didn't want a dinghy that had to keep lifting on the roof and stuff like that, like a fiberglass one. So I've gone for the Bark inflatable dinghy. This particular model is the BT-310 SD, so it's got a solid floor. And we're going to go take a look at it now and have a quick look at what comes in the kit, how easy it is to inflate and deflate, that sort of thing, and just what I think of it. I mean, on YouTube there is a few videos. A lot of them are in, you know, German, Polish, that sort of thing. Bark, the company that make these boats, is actually based in the Netherlands and Germany. So yeah, there's not a great deal of English reviews. So we're going to have a look at it now and see what we think. Right, so this is the size of the packaging. As you can see there, it's the SD-310. In that bag there's the floor and my seats and things, and in this bag you've got the boat, the paddle, the pump, that sort of thing. So we'll have a quick look in the bag. I mean, the bags are pretty well made, and it's not actually that heavy. I think it's about 40 kilos, but the floor, the bag with the floor in, is the heavier of the two bags. The one with the boat in that we're opening now, I mean, it's heavy, but yeah, nowhere near as heavy as anything else. So there we go, that's the actual main boat, the pump, oars. As you can see, it was only delivered yesterday, haven't opened it. So I think what we'll do is get it all out, lay it out, and then we'll come back and have a quick look and have a go at inflating it. Right, so here we go. That's the you get 4 main floor sections, all numbered 3, 4, 2, 1. Up there you've got 2 seats plus the aluminium locking bars that go along the side of the floor to make it all rigid. This is the boat unfolded. You've got the rear transom for the motor and whatnot. I've got a motor coming today actually, hopefully, for it. But yeah, it's the 310 centimeters or 3.1 meters, and yeah, so that's the boat. It comes pre-rigged with these ropes either side, plus your oar locks there. That's your pump, foot pump. That canister's a little repair kit, as well as your 2 oars, just click in place. But, what I'm going to do is put some air in it first, just to get it to hold shape, and then we'll have a go at fitting the floor. So I just thought while I was doing this I'd quickly show you the valves. There's 3 chambers on this main chamber. You've got the one there, one this side. The front is a separate chamber. I'll see the keel on the floor, and obviously you just got one of these. You put it in, and twist it to lock it in place, and then it's just a case of quick. So yeah, it doesn't take much to get this up. When I do it at the lake, I'll probably carry an electric pump in there. There we go. Now where it's been packed down, when you take this off, just give that a push in and it pops out. You just need to ping them out so that they lock when you take the pump off and they don't let air out. But, just going to put a little bit of air in the keel and then we'll have a go at fitting the floor. As I say, you want to get it to about, I don't know, 30–40%, maybe a little bit more before you put the floor in. If you try and put the floor in when it's fully inflated, it becomes quite difficult apparently. So yeah, we'll have a go. Let's get a bit of air in the keel, then we'll have a go at the floor. Right, so you have to bear with me. This is the first time I've done this, for one, and two, I've just switched over to my phone to record this bit. So what I'm going to do is start with the front first, number one. Move the pump out of the way. I'm just going to slide this in. Now I'm assuming the shiny side with the numbers is going to go down and the texture side is going to be what you stand on. So you literally just drop it in. Now the front one, in theory, should be one of the easier ones, because you have the valve for the keel, which is obviously going to tell you when it's in place, because it'll line up with the hull. Just going to let a bit of air out. It's overdone it. I think what I'm going to do is actually get in. That way I can push it from behind. Now, as I say, guys, first time I've done this myself, so the problem is there's very little on the internet about fitting the floor in these. So what I might do actually is let the air out of the keel. I think I'm lifting it up too much. So we're in number one. Let's go up a bit easier. So normally before I do anything like this, I generally watch a YouTube video myself. Because there isn't any, it kind of doesn't really help much. That seems to be as far as it wants to go. move the keel a bit. I think that's as far as that seems to want to go. Doesn't quite snug in up at the top, but it is pretty much there. So I'm going to call it that for now. We'll just basically see how the rest fits, and then we know if it needs to go any more. But the keel obviously moves, so I've sort of positioned the keel in the middle, and now we try and literally fit the rest in, and we know if we got the front right or not. But I'll show you in a minute. It's not quite right on the top, but it is tight down the sides there. So yeah, we'll call that right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put number 2 in. Again, you've got a square edge and a rounded edge. Rounded edge is going to go in here. And again, textured side up, smooth side with the part number on the bottom. Push it down, and slot it in. Tap, make sure you're in, which we are. And we'll put number 3 in next. I just had to take a quick break there. That box over there is the engine that I was talking about for this, so we can have a look at that as well in this video. Now the way I've seen people do this is put number 4 in next, and then sort of concertina number 3 in. So we're going to try that first. So again, just more air out this side. I mean, I know these boats are rugged, but it does make you nervous when you're sort of forcing wood down over the material. So that's number 4 in. I've seen people do it, say, this way before. What we do now is put number 3 in. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to slot number 3 in as number 2. Lift up number 4 and number 3 at the same time until they line up. Down. That's in, nice and easy. So that didn't actually take too much to blow up. As you can see, the keel's up, it's nice and rocky. This for the floor. Yeah, I have no issues standing on that when I'm out on the water. The floor doesn't move. So them aluminium bars, if I can't work out how to get them in the sides, I don't think it's going to make any difference to the stability of the floor. And then obviously your seats just literally slot on. to this rubber guide. Now, what I'm going to do is get a bit of water on that. Just to lube it up. A bit more. So I've got you get two seats with it, one up the front that I'm actually going to fit the fish finder on, and I'm going to use that. It was one of the things I was worried about actually, is how stable these seats would be. But yeah, I'm quite comfortable in that. I'd be quite happy to sit on this as I'm sort of motoring out. Really well made boat, and they're very reasonably priced. I think this particular model was $575. They do so many different models. Let's have a look at yours, shall we? And then we'll get the motor out and have a quick look at that. So let's unscrew the cap there. Rules are just super simple. Just slide it on, click it into place, put your bolt through, like so, screw your cap back on. Yeah, there you go, and then made the step. Click in here, like so, and there we go, one either side. Let's have a quick look at the motor and then see how easy it is to pack away, I guess. So here we go, we're going to put one of the bearings in. Do this back front. I'll be a man and not read the instructions. Basically, you put one of these pins in there, and then that will slot nicely into there. One of the bearings, a washer, and a threaded lock nut. And then basically you get a spare bearing, lock nut and pin in the bag, and this is actually the so you don't need tools because that's the provided spanner. Nice and tight, that ain't going anywhere, spins freely. Obviously I just need to quickly fit the little fin here. Did need tools for that, I just need a screwdriver. What I might do is actually put this on the boat, and then we can have a decent look at it. Alright, so here we have it, the Housing Sapien 55. It's got a battery meter here. It's got 3 reverse speeds, as well as 5 forward. It's got an extendable tiller handle, so you just pull it out, push it in. So 55 pounds of thrust, multiple points of adjustment. The tilt is literally just a case of pushing this trigger in, and that's your tilt. It just locks back in place. Obviously you can adjust the height of your handle and stuff. There's one there as well, which So you just undo, and now I can move my motor up and down to the best possible height. It fits on there nice and snug. Great thing about this bark boat is when these fit on, there's a lip here, so it keeps it all nice and tight and secure. Large 3-blade prop with the keel underneath. As I say, really well put together. And that 55-pounder thrust should really power this boat along. So, go back and get a shot of it all. So that's the BT-310. And of course, once I've done my initial test, we're going to take it up to Windermere with us to go pike fishing in October. I just wanted to get it up now, so I knew sort of roughly how it goes together and comes apart. And when we get up there, we see how we get on with it, and it may well be that I upgrade to a little petrol outboard at some point. But that's the Sapien 55, which looks plenty big enough and should power this along quite nicely. Right, so just before we pack this away, I thought I'd show you what I'm going to do. Reference fish finders. I was just going to drill straight into the seats and fix stuff, but if you did ever want to go out more than just sort of one or two of you, then that's going to be a pain having fixtures and fittings there and holes when you want to remove them. So I've made a dashboard, basically an old scrap bit of wood I had laying around. I've made this removable fish finder. That's going to have a fish rod holder. I'm also going to have a GoPro mount on there, but you can just take that out then, and you've got your fish finder on there. And then I just need to clamp that down to the seat when I want to go out, and it's easy enough to remove. And it's exactly the same with the transducer. You know, just clamp that on, and I can adjust the depth and all that, and then just reclamp it when I'm ready to use it. I have got somewhere a kayak transducer arm, but it needs to fix to a flat surface sort of here, and it wouldn't fit over the rails of the dinghy or the tubes, so just doing it like this is easier. Obviously I'll paint it so it's not so in your face. But yeah, so this is the BT-310. Hopefully you found the video useful. There's some of the specs there. Max kg, it's 390 pounds, or 90 kilos this will take, and a max horsepower of 15 horsepower engine. So it does take a hefty old engine. It does surprise me. And as you've already seen, it's super quick and easy to blow up. And we're going to quickly pack it down now and see how easy it is to pack down. So let's go on and do that and wrap this video up. Right, so in theory taking this down is obviously just putting it up in reverse. So, you know, we take off the oars. So, put them on one side, so you haven't got a sharp edge through the caps back on. Keeps everything nice and round and smooth rather than pointy and threaded. Take this one off. Again, just put that to one side. Screw this back on. These are a little bit fiddly to be fair with this string on, and because it's only a plastic cap and metal thread, it's quite easy to cross thread, so just bear that in mind. It's cross threaded. Again, that's the only downside I've found so far with this. These are not particularly simple. Well, they are simple to put on, but I mean that's not on properly. That'll do. Again, seats. Just slide them off. Nice and easy. And the one side. There we go. And then, as I say, before you take the floor out, you're going to want to let some air out. So you just push that in. Obviously, when you want to stop that, you may push it in again and it pops back out. But you want that in for now. Do the same with this front section. Super quick to put down. What we're going to do is we're going to get the floor out and then fold it up and see how easy it is. Let's do that now. Let's get on with the floor. Again, I'm going to do this in the same order as what I put it in, so I'm just going to lift 4 and 3 up at the same time. This is what this video is all about, really. It's sort of documenting my first attempt, give you an idea of what it's all about. But as I say, this is the first time I've put it up and taken it down, so it's all about finding that way that works, I guess. It would just be quite easy to take back out the way it went in, but clearly not. If I try removing the back end first. Finally, the fourth one. That's that. That's the floor out. Now it's just a case of rolling it back up. sure your valves are in. Probably out of frame again now, sorry guys. So that's that walled up. However, it looks a lot bigger than the bag now. So I think this side should perhaps come in a bit. Let's see if it fits in the bag first. Don't worry about it because right, the bag's too, yeah. Probably is roll the sides in as I came up. So that's okay. Just fold it in and roll it. So that makes it a smaller package. Still quite bulky, but right, let's put a bag underneath it. I don't know if anyone's ever put a tent up, so it's always a pain to get back. But that, even though I've probably not folded that most effectively, back in there with plenty of room to spare. And to be fair, I'll put the oars in there as well. I'm mighty impressed with how quick and easy this boat is to put together and pack away. And that was my first go, so it took a little bit longer than what it probably could have done. However, it was still blimey bloody quick. Just put the pump away. As I say, there's always the chance that I will get an electric one. Well, I've got an electric one to be fair. I can modify to take the fit in. And that would make it even quicker to put together. But even if I don't have an electric one, as you guys saw, it went up pretty quick with the foot pump. So. When you get the pressure, the foot pump doesn't let you put any more in, it sort of leaks, so you know you're at pressure. Yeah, pretty impressed with this. Obviously the real test is going to be when we actually get to a lake. Out to sea, but that's the boat. And then the floor goes back in this one. Put seats in there as well. And there we go. One dinghy ready to go and be put to work. So let's wrap this video up. Right, so that's the boat back in the shed. Really easy to pack away, super quick and easy to put up. I know the video was a bit gibberish, up and down, jittery, because I say it was my first time putting it together, and but I just wanted an English video just showing you the boat, how easy and quick it is to put together, pack away, and just to give you an idea of the size as well. I mean, that was the 310, so it's 3.1 meters long. I'm 6'2", 18 stone, and yeah, it gives you a rough idea of the size of the boat. I wanted something over 3 meters, just because these little ones that are sort of 2.5 meters, they look so tiny. It's like a rubber ring, and I wanted something with a bit more length and something a bit easier to control and can carry a bit more kit. So that was why I went for the 310. Again, I wanted a solid floor rather than that slatted floor, just so it's easier to stand in and not so wobbly underfoot. So that was the Bark 310, and I hope you guys got something from the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, because in a couple of months we'll be taking it out on the water for its first test, and a bit of pike and perch fishing, as well as some carp fishing up at Windermere. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that, and we'll get it out and see how that motor performs as well. So if you're interested in the boat and the motor, or either, or both together, make sure you subscribe to see them videos and see how we get on up at Windermere. So for now, take care guys. I'll see you all on the next video.